National Service personnel are calling on government to increase their monthly allowance to reflect the current state of the country's economy. This, according to the group, will help compensate for the high cost of living in the country, describing the current 599 cedis as woefully inadequate and unsustainable.
The 599 cedis monthly national service allowance translates into 19.63 cedis a day. The personnel say their daily expenses on transportation to work is even more than the allowance, forcing them to depend on families and friends to survive.
And we want to plead with government and also the scheme on the level that we will need an increment as far as our allowance is concerned, was the ordinary NSPs are suffering.
NASPA, at the launch of the 12th annual mini congress in Accra, therefore want their allowance increase to commensurate with the current economic trends.
We can also talk about the increment of our allowance. Now, the minimum wage has been increased. So what is the scheme and also the government saying about this? As an association, we want to encourage and want to plead with government.
The association again wants the age-old accommodation challenge for personnel posted to rural areas addressed,
which will ease that stress as far as finding accommodation in their various stations is concerned. We want to come up with a portal where it's going to have all NSPs on that very portal, and it will be linked to the very places that they are going to have their service.
The theme for the Congress is protecting our natural resources, a charge to keep. An officer from the Forestry Commission, George Agbenawoshi, called on the personnel to educate the public about the impact of environmental degradation and the laws against it,
so that they could plant more trees and also understand the need to plant trees, and also make sure whatever has been planted is well nurtured, because we need the country to be green. We need to protect the environment. We need to, provide shade. We need to get more oxygen so that we can survive. Our livelihood depends upon the plants, and therefore, if we don't have much of the oxygen that we need, we shall perish. So we want everybody to come on board.
A representative of the Greater Accra Regional Minister Daniel Cortez charged the national service personnel to partner government in its efforts to protect the natural resources for future generations.
It's for us to show commitment and consistency in supporting all the policy directives.
About 80,000 personnel are serving in various public and private institutions in the country.